Ladies and gentlemen, the plans and preparations for a communist revolution of force and violence are far advanced. The organization behind these preparations has almost unlimited financial resources, and it provides both training and leadership based upon years of experience in many other countries. Our enemies are deadly serious about their task, and it's nothing short of national suicide for us to continue to ignore their plans and their progress. The strategy of the proletarian revolution calls for the quiet conversion of our government into a communist regime, but under the banner of socialism. What has all this to do with the communist revolution in America? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has everything to do with it, because the building of socialism is the communist revolution in America. It represents the process whereby our country can be moved gradually toward communism without the people even being aware of it. No matter what grievance we may have, real or imagined, no matter what national problems we may face, the communists seize upon these as excuses to build socialism. They have one and only one solution for all problems: more government, and then more and more until it's total government.
Now we can see a new world coming into view. A world in which there is the very real prospect of a new world order.
After 1989, President Bush said, and it's a phrase that I often use myself, that we needed a new world order.
About what the Clinton administration's foreign policy will be, what this so-called new world order will look like.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order.
George Bush has invoked a new world order without enunciating a new American purpose.
We all talk about a new world order.
It is a big idea, a new world order.
A new world order, a new set of challenges is confronting us, both domestically and abroad.
The historic role in trying to make sure that there is, after all, a new world order.
And today that new world is struggling to be born. A world quite different from the one we've known.
I believe we, and particularly you, your class, has an incredible window of opportunity to lead in shaping a new world order.
So folks, if you're not scared by now, then you can't be scared of anything. The time bomb is ticking.
Out of these troubled times, our fifth objective, a new world order, can emerge, a new era.
This is the world you are graduating into.
And the phenomenal opportunities before us to create a real new world order.
The world communist system wants us destroyed.
When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order.
Over 150 Bilderbergers of the 1,861 who are still alive have played important parts in the COVID-19 event. Many, perhaps most of the below, who have been active in various roles. This video attempts to name and shame them and reveal the roles they have played. It is unknown whether a 2021 Bilderberg meeting was held. The group's official website stated that it had to be canceled due to travel and meeting restrictions. Of the 1,861 living Bilderbergers, over 140 listed in this video have played a significant roles in managing the COVID-19 event. Many of those listed are also on the list of COVID-19 WEF perpetrators. Many of these people who have played important parts in the COVID-19 event, perhaps most of them, have been active in various roles. This video attempts to list them under the most important part played. Steering committee members, both present and former, are highlighted. Virus research and development. The Wiki Spooks full article here on COVID-19 origins. A lot of evidence suggests that SARS-CoV-2 did not naturally occur, but was genetically manipulated from a naturally occurring bat coronavirus and possibly parts of additional viruses. Bilderberg members have done important work in developing the CRISPR gene editing technique. Bernard Cazenove. In 2017, he attended the founding ceremony of the BSL-4 lab at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, together with Yves Levy, whose wife abruptly banned over-the-counter sales of hydroxychloroquine in France in January of 2020, declaring it poisonous without any explanation. Emmanuel Charpenter started in 2016 and pioneered CRISPR as a tool for genome editing, for which he was co-recipient of a Nobel Prize in 2020. Sean Parker, 2010, billionaire who was the first to gain NIH approval for the trial of CRISPR. Also like to note, Parker co-founded Napster. Pandemic planning, preventing global catastrophic biological risk. Now, many Bilderbergers have worked repeatedly at pandemic planning. The group has been well represented at such exercises for at least the last 20 years. Those with the most obvious ties: Gru Harlem Brundtland, 1982 and 83, introduced a spreading plague 2019 pandemic planning exercise and attended Atlantic Storm. In the February 2020 preventing global catastrophic biological risk exercise. Avril Haines, 2017, a U.S. deep state actor who participated in Event 201 and the February 2020 preventing global catastrophic biological risk exercise. Deputy Director of the CIA, 2013 through 2015. Director of National Intelligence since 2021. Sam Nunn, 1996-97, long experience in pandemic planning. Operation Dark Winter, a spreading plague. The February 2020 preventing global catastrophic biological risk exercise. Judith Rodin, 2005. As a president of the Rockefeller Foundation, took part in the Lockstep exercise, which foresaw a pandemic as the means by which a techno-totalitarian government might unfold. In the spring of 2020, many nation-states formed COVID-19 task forces, many of which had or acted as if they had state of emergency powers to override standing operating procedures. Vittorio Calaya, 2018, leader of a special task force to handle phase 2 of the Italian COVID task force. Christopher Liddell, 2017, member of Trump's White House coronavirus task force. Matthew Pottinger, 2019, member of Trump's White House coronavirus task force. His wife, Yen Pottinger, was explaining the importance of social distancing in mid-March of 2020. Kathleen Syllabus, 2008 and 2007, member of Biden's White House coronavirus task force and a board member of the Kaiser Family Foundation. Jeffrey Zentz, 2017, became the White House coronavirus coordinator in 2021, announced in August that year that it is time to impose some requirements where the COVID jabs are concerned. Now, the rest of this article, I wanted to get you interested. These are all the people involved with the last several years of the COVID and all the lockdowns, and then going back further. Again, this is Wiki Spooks, the PDF. I'm going to link it down below for you guys to check out this article in full. And when you're on the Wiki Spooks PDF, you can actually click on each of the names, and it's going to take you over to that exact person on Wiki Spooks and tell you all about them, tell you their role, career, their past. You're going to be able to put lots of ties together and connect all the dots with these people. As you see here, we just finished up the national task force involved. Then we get into the handlers, other roles. As we go down, we see the social change, the lockdowns, who was involved with pushing the lockdown. They all had a role. They all had a hand in this. All right, the furlough schemes, the digitalization, who was pushing the mask, which was Dianne Feinstein. You see the social distancing, Susan Athey and Ulrich Gaddish. The track and trace, the controlling the narrative, people like Henry Kissinger and George Soros and many, many others. Academia, all right, we got the people involved there. The big media, the non-reporting of the Bilderberg by the TV and newspapers reveals that the group has considerable control of the big media, like we've always said. It's a buddy system. These people do not report, and they only cover up their crimes for each other. All right, so you can go through and promoting the pandemic, opinion polling, the censorship that came, all the people involved, the vaccines, the R&D behind it, the liability invasion, the production and distribution of all this, all right, the uncritical promotion. The people involved is deep, right? The people involved, like Melinda Gates and Bill Gates, right? Scapegoating of non-recipients, and then the mandation, people that were pushing that, vaccine passports, the list goes on and on, right? Then you get into the Great Reset, full article here. You can click. This is great. Lots of information here, folks, for you. COVID handouts. All right, who's pushing the handouts? All right, the French COVID Debt Commission, the digital identity, and then you got some unproven and unclear roles, but a few more names. Again, check this out. Remember, all the things underlined can be clicked. You can get lots more information. This is entangled, and it'll take days, weeks to get through, but it is great to scan through. Maybe some areas you know less about than others, and you should definitely check this out in full. I'm going to help you promote that you do some of your own research and read the rest of this. Again, look down below in the comment section and get that link. And I am Michael. This is the Patriot Hour. God bless and Godspeed to each and every one of you. And where we go one, we go all.